Well, we had a big weekend, obviously, the Hall of Fame last night. Rex Grossman, Mike Pearson, and Larry Moose Morris being inducted. To see those guys was good. Florida Players Network last night, we had, I don't know, probably 60 or so Lettermen in here, and it was great to see all of those guys, and obviously the flag football game. Look at Kewan, he still could play. I could use him a little bit there, but pleased with the day. We got a lot accomplished as far as move the ball, red zone work, coming off the goal line, 1 minute drill looked good, getting the ball down the field. So pleased with our work as we continue to move forward into the offseason. We got 117 days to a report. I told the players we will define your role on our football team as we move forward. And we'll have our exit interviews next week, sitting down with our guys and saying, hey, this is what you need to do to improve. Be a coachable player, be a guy that understands coaching and what we're trying to tell you, because obviously the things you do well take care of themselves, in my opinion. It's things you need to work on, whether it's in the film room on your own or in the weight room or out on the field. And our guys got to take control out of that. I've been very pleased with Jeff's progress through spring. Again, command of the offense and what we're doing. We just got to continue to improve around him. I think we've made some good steps. We've got to continue to do so. We got to get more consistent at the receiver position. Obviously, DeMarcus Robinson's a guy that's going to help us. He was had a bad ankle today. Quentin was non-contact because of a shoulder situation. We just got to continue to produce there. LaTroy went down yesterday, laid out for a ball in the back of the end zone and came down funny, and they held him for precautionary reasons today. He's had a good spring, productive spring. Raphael made a nice play on the boot today. Luchez is going to be a guy that's going to continue to be a part of what we're doing offensively, and of course we've got some young guys coming in. Tight end, we need to continue to improve. I'm very pleased with Tevin and Kent Taylor's got a guy that's got to develop himself more in the blocking realm of it, but does a nice job in the receiving part. Got to continue to develop there. Colin Thompson is great to get him back on the field and work, and he's going to continue to progress and will only get better. Really missing a year of football because of his foot. And Clay's done a really nice job. In the backfield, Matt didn't do a whole lot today, and that was by design. We wanted to get Kelvin and Mac and Mark some touches. Matt's had really an outstanding spring, and we have a good comfort level of where he is as a player. Obviously, Trey gives us a lot of variety as far as some of the things he can do in the slot and at fullback, and Hunter Jory is going to be a really good player. We're really concerned going into spring, could we be a two-back team? Having only Hunter, and when you take one hit, and then you're out of a personnel grouping, and we certainly feel like with Gideon and Raheem are two guys that can come in and do some things for us. Offensive line, really proud of those 6 guys of really going through the last part of spring. Only 6 guys going through the whole thing, and we're rotating a fresh defensive line out of every series. So really made some progress there. Max Garcia and Tyler Moore are 2 outstanding pickups for us. Both guys will compete to be starters. We feel like right now on our offensive line going into fall camp, we've got 8 guys that have played major college football at a high level and that we can win with, and that's good depth to be walking into fall camp with. We just got to get those guys back, and all those guys will be on target to be back when we start camp August 1st. So, offensively, again, I'm pleased with running the football. We had some drop balls today. It was disappointing, but I'm pleased with the progress we made, especially on 3rd down, especially on staying away from negative plays throughout the spring. Defensively, right now, if we started the season, Dominic Easley would play inside. I do feel comfortable with Leon Orr, Darius Cummings, and Dame Jacobs, that those guys can play good football for us. We just need to be more consistent. Getting Ronald Powell back, which brings you back to a dark day for us a year ago. Here's a young man that had worked extremely hard, was playing his best football, and tore his ACL in this game a year ago. So it's come a long way. He's continued to work hard. Obviously had a re-tear on it in September, and continues to work hard. Is going to be a very valuable football member of our football team when we hit fall camp.